Welcome back, everybody, to the Houston Texans rebuild franchise on Madden 21. Thank you for all the feedback so far on the first two episodes as we have gone through our first offseason and today get to, I guess, the second game of the series, but the first one that we really care about. Now, the offseason gave us a lot of decisions that could lead to drastically different outcomes with the roster, whether you look to trade away Brandon Cooks, keep Will Fuller, keep JJ Watt. There's a lot of ways we could have gone. I chose to keep around the top players on the team, make a couple signings, and try to have a solid draft. And I'm excited to see how this draft plays, especially with the rookie Kerry Borden, whom we took with our first pick in the third round. That seems to be a great value for us. We also, of course, have an offense built around Deshaun Watson. I did add a new running back this year and left receiver basically the way it was, outside of adding a couple receivers for the lower part of the depth chart. Now, some have suggested to trade away Randall Cobb. I think that, would make some sense with his contract, but I guess for realism's sake here, I am not going to be trading away Brandon Cooks. I am not going to be trading away Randall Cobb because honestly, Cobb's contract is untradeable. Nobody would be taking that on unless the Texans were to give away a pick just like the Brock Osweiler trade. Cobb's still a decent player. The contract's too big, but we're just going to deal with it. We're going to make our three focus players for the time being 3 draft picks who are all expected to play very early. Kerry Borden probably doesn't need the extra experience here, but I want to get him a little extra in the beginning of the season and then maybe make a move later on. And then Jeremiah Bradham developing as a running back. We'll see how many touches we can get him. And then Max Ridley, who will start as a new edge rusher. We also have Romeo Okwara on the other side, a free agent addition. Preseason opens with a high-scoring victory despite only 307 yards. Did we score on defense? Tyrod Taylor 5 touchdown passes with the backups. So we must have some receivers there who can make some plays then. Jeremiah Bradham had a touchdown run. We like that. Just checking out these sim stats. Still seems like the running game is off where there aren't many big runs outside of touchdowns. Receiving, 2 scores here for Bradham, so his ratings say he can't catch the football that well, but he did here in this game. A score for Kiki QT, and then Quincy Etienne, undrafted receiver, Darren Fells. For the defense, Zach Cunningham gets 8 tackles, and 7 for Garyon Conley, 7 for Geno Stone. We got some pass rush in this game. Charles Omenihu, Ross Blacklock, and Max Ridley, Romeo Okwara. Pretty happy with all that production. John Reed had an interception. Our second game is another win in the preseason. Watson throws a touchdown, no interceptions. Taylor 64 yards. On the ground, David Johnson, 39 yards. I'm not expecting us to be a great running team. I think we'll be pretty pass-heavy this season. Bradham finds the end zone. Brandon Cooks, 5 catches, 76 yards. Nice day here for Deontay Harris. Quincy Etienne, 45. Fuller found the end zone. The defense was very productive in the first game. They had 3 more sacks in this one. Kerry Borden, Omenihu, and Blacklock. 1 interception for Bradley Roby. And a good day kicking outside of the missed extra point for Kayemi Fairbairn. Having Randall Cobb on the team does help with wide receiver mentorship. I like seeing that. A little extra boost here, and this is for Kiki QT. I thought it might be for Quincy Etienne, but QT's been on the team now for a few years. He's a slot receiver, and I should probably look at just getting open here, route running. Specifically, I'd say short routes. Excelling in that area would give him the best chance to stay on this team long term. Oh, this is a little bit different screen. That is a large graphic. +2 short route running and a little release as well. I just simmed the last preseason game. I wanted to show this. Jeremiah Bradham, a $125 and a score with a 66-yard run in this game. So his stats should be really solid for this preseason. Kiki QT had 11 catches in the finale. Preseason games are done. We do have a little bit of development here. Titus Howard getting closer to a 70 overall as we work on pass protection. Just 2 ratings going up though. Wide receiver Jeff Badette. He was with the Vikings for a while, so I do remember him a little bit. He's a speed receiver. Deep threat. If he's going to find his way onto the field, it's going to be because of those big plays. But Cooks and Fuller are on the roster, so gonna be tough. We already get to upgrade Kerry Borden for the first time, and I really want to get his pass rushing up. I don't care if he has a bunch of sacks here as a rookie, but hoping he develops into a complete player that can help us stop the run and get us a handful of sacks each year and provide consistent pressure. I have him right now playing nose because I don't think anybody else can give us the run stopping capabilities at nose tackle like him. And then we get to upgrade Laramie Tunsil, and I'll go power. I just remember when I went through things a couple years ago that there were more good power rushers in the game than finesse rushers. But Tunsil's one of our top players for sure. It looks like the preseason went really well for us. We had a very good passing game. Tyrod Taylor, 6 touchdowns. Jeremiah Bradham, 4 scores on the ground at 242 yards. If you take away the 66-yard run, he still has an average that I think would compare to David Johnson. So Bradham might have to get some touches here early in the year, even if David Johnson is better for third downs. Maybe that's all we ask Johnson to do right away, is be the third down back, maybe the power back, but everything else goes to Bradham. We got some pass rush too. That really impressed me. If anybody besides J.J. Watt can do that consistently, that's going to be pretty big for us. We'll make some final cuts now and add players to the practice squad, including undrafted running back J.J. Harris. We're going to release Jet Anderson and have Dexter Williams be the third running back. 11 receivers on the roster, so we're making a lot of cuts there. After making some cuts, we have a few roster spots available, so we will start here by adding an 8th offensive lineman, Zach Banner. I feel like we could add another nose tackle as well. Zach Kerr would be the best available, but he's a veteran and his salary would be $1.7 million. So instead, we might add Dontavius Russell here from Jacksonville. We could also work on our safety depth here, so we're going to add Kenny Robinson, who was drafted by the Panthers. Alright, here are all the final moves we make going into the real first year of the series. I'm excited to see how this team plays. I haven't done one of these rebuilds in a little while now. I've been excited to get back on the field to watch these games play out, and we open against the Miami Dolphins. It's hard to set a goal for this team. I feel like we should be able to compete for a playoff spot. I'm going to set the objective at 7 wins, taking a step up from last year. I just don't really know what to expect from this team, but I think we could go a lot further than that. Before we get into our very first game, here's a look at the roster after one offseason. Offensive line a little bit better. Hopefully McCoy can help get things better up front. I do want to see Bradham get a lot of carries, and I think this is just the best way to get the right split, to have him name the starter, but Johnson is the third down back and the power back right now. Cooks, Fuller, Cobb are the top 3 receivers. QT starts as the number 4. And defensively, Max Ridley, Romeo Okwara, 2 new edge rushers, with Kerry Borden now the nose tackle, who will also get some pass rush snaps when we go nickel. Roby, Charvarius Ward, Justin Reed at safety. And then for the specialist positions, you'll see all of these players quite a bit. Let's get into it, everybody. Game 1 against Miami. The rebuild has begun. Deshaun Watson is the face of this franchise, and you have to wonder, with everything going on right now in Houston, what the team is going to look like in real life in 2021. If they manage to get Deshaun Watson so upset with the franchise that he demands a trade, that is just one of the biggest mistakes an organization will have made in a really long time. You have a franchise quarterback at 24 years old while other teams are just trying to get a quarterback that can play at his level. You can't mess that up. Let's see how this season goes, everybody. We're underway with the Houston Texans, and right away we're going downfield. 25 yards here to Brandon Cooks. I expect with him and Will Fuller, we should have a chance to put up a lot of yardage. Hopefully some big plays. 1st and 10. At midfield already. And this is a secondary now that can make a lot of plays, but nice run here to start. That's Bradham with his first NFL touch. He gets a gain of 6. I am using the Houston playbooks. I have not adjusted anything for game plans because I haven't seen how they play. Run there for Johnson gets us a little bit closer for 3rd down and 1. So as we see more how these playbooks play out, I will obviously make changes and adjust the game plan. This would be a conversion, but it's not going to count. But this is how my rebuilds go on this channel. I like to just play the role of the GM and watch these games play out, and I will have to make sure we don't call a lot of those. I adjust the game plan, I adjust the roster, and we have a good time. As long as we're not calling 3rd and 11 draws. Excuse me? I thought I was simulating a punt there. Instead, it's a 44-yard touchdown to Randall Cobb. Of course, oftentimes we have to deal with weird stuff that goes on here in Madden, and I'll do my best to figure out those bugs and how to avoid them. So 7-0 Houston as Miami takes over, and they're going to keep it on the ground. That's a big opening. Oh. So not much has changed. New season, still an awful run defense, and a long 77-yard touchdown for the Dolphins. Todd Gurley just outran the entire Houston defense. Next-gen stats. What do we got? Show me with the next-gen stats how wide that gap was. Unbelievable. So I am on the newest update now. I saw a lot of people say that the running game wasn't very good, coverage wasn't very good. We'll see what's better. So far, it looks like these teams can run. So 7-7 might still be a long year with this Texans defense. But you know we can put some points on the board. 7 apiece as we take over. And we'll begin at our 25-yard line. I'll start just watching some of those like 4th downs where we get those simmed plays where they go for it. Nice run. Bradham gets outside. Good job. And I don't have any slider changes whatsoever. Default all pro. Let the CPU figure it out. David Johnson now wrapped up, and a flag is down. That time it's on Laramie Tunsil. So 2 holding calls already for Houston. Backing us up to our 29-yard line. Deshaun Watson back to pass. He has time, or did, and now sacked. Second down and 27, and getting outside with running room. How about Bradham? All right. I thought it was just going to be a throwaway run, but early on, these teams just gashing in the running game. Do they just make the running game OP in the patch? Here's Watson. First down, he's sacked again. And that's going to be one of the things that dictates how we do our game planning here. If the pressure is a problem, we have to look to more quick passes. This is a team that would love to attack downfield, but the line is just not good enough for that. Watson throws short on 2nd and 17. That's Cooks. 3rd down and 8. We are across midfield, but not quite in field goal range yet. Watson. He's going to look long with this pass, and it is knocked down. Intended for Will Fuller. Let's hope it's not a one-play touchdown drive this time for Miami. Running it up the middle. And the first tackle is made there. That's P.J. Hall. 5 yards on the ground for Gurley. Keeping it on the ground, and there's some room for Gurley, and he gets the first down. No pass attempts yet for Miami. Running outside, that comes out, and the Texans recover. Finally a play. Loose ball, indeed. Looks like that was Bernardrick McKinney. And hopefully he can help us step up the run defense. He is our best run-stopping linebacker. And hopefully we can see the defensive line play more of an impact as well. We take over, though, in field goal range to start. Here is Deshaun Watson. Perhaps looking to the end zone? No! Running inside, sacked again. That's already 3 times in the opening quarter. I hope we see Watson scramble a bit in here. The AI has done more of that recently, and that is out of bounds. Lots of shots downfield. Not sure if that's like the CPU play calling is just very deep shot oriented. 3rd and 17 now. Watson has that knocked down, trying to throw off his back foot. And we will not be sending out Kaimi Fairbairn here. It's a punt. I'd like to see more quick throws in there. All right, we'll get into some super simming here as both teams have 7 on the board, and early on, it's not looking great for our run defense. Miami finally throws the football, and the passes get knocked down. We take over, still in the first quarter. We go 3 and out. I don't know if the super simming is also different here based on the time, so they could have changed that as well. I have the same settings here I did my last rebuild on. Miami moving the football again. Getting into field goal range. A bit more balance, but still want to focus on Gurley. 17 to Gesicki. 3rd and goal from the 3, and they do not get in. Houston football. Jeremiah Bradham gets 7 more. 6 more on the carry. I didn't think he'd be playing this well this quickly. A drop by Darren Fells, though, brings out the punt team again. 10-7 Dolphins. Let's get to about the second half here, perhaps. 5 more here to Darren Fells. 3rd and 5. Got it to Cobb. 12 to Brandon Cooks. I don't think Fuller has a catch yet. 12 more converting 3rd down. We get inside the red zone. Touchdown. There is Will Fuller. Houston goes up 4. On to the second half now. Miami takes over, and they get across midfield. On 3rd and 5, it's Gurley for 15. 8 yards to Gesicki. Tua rushes for a first down. They get inside the 20, and we recover a fumble and then throw a pick to Xavier Howard, setting them up for a Gesicki touchdown as Miami retakes the lead. Let's get back on offense now. Houston down by 3. We've ran 41 plays to this point. Watson outside the pocket flips this to David Johnson, and he's taken down at the 26. I think Watson could have gotten more on his own. Empty now. 2nd down and 8. Watson throwing underneath. That's Cooks right at the marker. Running on 1st and 10. Nice job here by Bradham. 1st down yardage. If he's running like this, we have to be more balanced. We can't be so pass heavy. He's looking at a 100-yard day in his debut, most likely. Well, maybe Johnson's getting some of those carries as well. He does get one here and is stopped around the 50. Running this again, Bradham back in. This time is stuffed, but now 10 yards a carry. Darren Fells slot right. This is 3rd down and 3. Check it down. Or go outside. It's knocked away. Howard got his hand on it. So Watson just 11 for 24 in this game. It's a good secondary. Hard to challenge at times. Texans down 3. Okay, I just saw a score down below. 28-0. Cleveland over KC. Tua complete to Gesicki for a first down. Mahomes is at 4 of 13 for like 40 yards. Miami football now at the 24-yard line. They look to keep it on the ground, and Gurley is met and stopped. Tua back to pass, 2nd and 7. Can we cover the tight ends, please? Again, it is Gurley, and we're starting to step up there. That's better. We saw Ridley in there with P.J. Hall. 3rd and 7 here for Miami. Looks like they go with a 3-wide set. Tua Tagovailoa with time underneath. Here goes Gurley now running away from McKinney. And that puts Miami at our 40. Tua, another good pocket. He's on target at the 25-yard line. So we're seeing a very big difference between the amount of pressure Miami's creating versus us. We're not seeing a huge impact from J.J. Watt. And this wasn't a very good offensive line this year either. So we'll go to the 4th quarter, see if the defense helps keep it close. 17-14, Dolphins looking for a Week 1 win. Out of the shotgun on 1st down. Looks like the coverage is pretty good. That's thrown away. This time, Gurley runs straight up the middle, breaks a tackle, and is down to the 8. They're clearing open some massive holes, and it's just all right up the middle. At the 8-yard line now, Miami 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Pressure coming, he dumps it off. Running this with Gurley. Nice stop there. McKinney with the play. 3rd and goal now for the Dolphins. Trying to force the field goal. This could be the stretch. It's going to be a throw. Tua fires! Touchdown! Had a chance there, but Gesicki gets in. It's his 10th catch of the ball game. Miami now with a 2-score lead. What is Deshaun Watson going to do now? We've got to get points, that's for sure. Deshaun Watson starts at the 25. Pressure on the way. He fires deep on the move. There is Cooks behind the defense. One play is all it takes. 75-yard touchdown. There's the explosiveness of this Houston offense. One play. And it's with Deshaun Watson buying time and making a very nice throw on the move. How does Miami respond to that? They've been more slow and methodical for most of the day. Outside of that Gurley touchdown. Tua, he takes a shot, and that is going to be a big play that almost went the distance. A touchdown saving tackle by Justin Reed, I believe. And Miami's already set up in plus territory. Fake, got pressure. As he's hit, oh, it is incomplete for Parker. A lot going on that play. Tua gives this one to Gurley. Much better. McKinney with the tackle, but Gurley now at 160. 3rd down and 7. Split backfield now next to Tua. Four-man rush, clean pocket. And the pass is caught wide open was Gurley. He breaks a tackle. I can't believe we're not getting a bit more pressure. Tua from the 12. Underneath here, Adam Shaheen takes them to the 5. Again, we're just trying to force the field goal. We're down to 6.5 minutes to go. Devontae Parker is the motion man. They haven't gone his way much. And Tua throws this away as the pressure got there. Finally, the pass rush helps make an impact. Let's go through that play one more time. We have Romeo Okwara here on this edge. He was our big free agent addition. Let's see if there was anything Tua could have done here. Coverage is pretty good. And the pressure just doesn't let anything break down. They're going to go for it? The AI will do this? It's 4th and 3. Tua back to pass. Underneath. Touchdown. Adam Shaheen. I thought they'd kick the field goal and go up 6. The AI's doing things a little bit differently now. All right then. We're back to a 2-score game again. I like that the AI is a bit more aggressive. I hope they're going for it on 4th downs too. Miami is over 500 yards of offense. Not how I hope to see this defense play in week 1. And now Watson got out of trouble and it is caught. I can't believe Cooks just did that. How many yards does Brandon Cooks have today? That's 34 more. 186 now for Brandon Cooks. And the touchdown. Watson checks this underneath. That lost 5. Hey, Kansas City's making a comeback. They're now down only by 14. Watson got out of the way, out of bounds. I like that. I haven't seen the CPU roll away from pressure to throw the football away like ever. 3rd down and 15 now. Protection holding up. Watson on target, and it's Brandon Cooks again. He is the number 1 option, it appears. Fuller has like 1 catch. 200 plus yards on the day now for Brandon Cooks. We're not used to huge performances like this. And now a powerful run. Bradham inside the 10. A 100-yard day for the rookie who's been really impressive. Now we're going with the offset pistol with 4 minutes on the clock at the 6-yard line. Handoff. Bradham stuffed. Delayed give now. Bradham fights ahead. He gets to the 2. No way we run this again, right? 3rd and goal. It's going to be Watson breaking a tackle. That's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson makes this a 1-score game. 3 minutes to go. Defense, you just need a stop. This is your 3rd chance in a row here. Uh-oh, Gurley. There's a flag on the play. Should be holding. Backing them up. 1st down and 18. Tua setting up the screen, and Cunningham makes the tackle. Miami running the clock down now. We're close to the 2-minute warning. 2:06 left to go. Got pressure, and that's thrown away. We just need a 3rd and 21 stop. Come on, defense. Pressure, and that pass is sailing, and it's going out of bounds. The front 4 really stepped up here late. Romeo Okwara, the stat sheet won't show it, but we saw the impact of his pressure. And now a fair catch called by Quincy Etienne at the 45. And now Deshaun Watson has a chance to go and win the football game. A lot of big plays in this one. A lot of points. Let's see if Houston can start 1-0. Bradham in the backfield, 1st and 10. Here's Deshaun Watson. And he will throw this one away. Watson back to pass. Now it is a screen. And Johnson turns up. That is a solid gain. 3rd down and 3. Gotta get this conversion. We're going empty for Watson. He will fire. That is caught by Jordan Akins. And Houston gets a big first down. 300 yards passing now for Deshaun Watson. Watson 1st and 10. That is close, but caught by Cooks. His big day continues. 2nd down and 1 with the pressure on the way. That is overthrown for Fuller. I wouldn't mind a run here. I really want to see us take more time down. 3rd and 1 inside, breaking a tackle. There's DJ. 1st down for the Texans. A minute to go. And again, it's Brandon Cooks. Will Fuller's going to demand the trade if this keeps up. 44 seconds left. Watson underneath now. Letting the clock continue to run. Remember, a field goal only ties the game. We really got to get to the end zone here. Watson, 3rd and 3. Caught! Breaking a tackle! Fuller to the 1! We just got to get that last yard. And we can win our debut game here. What is the call? 3 receivers. Here's Deshaun Watson. Touchdown! It is Kiki QT. And the Houston Texans take the lead with 19 seconds left. How do you like that? It's always going to be dramatic with Deshaun Watson. 5 total touchdowns on the day, a massive second half. We just have to hold on for 19 seconds now. 35-31 from the 2-yard line. Wow, nice hit by Zach Cunningham. Long way to go for the Dolphins, but keep in mind they have 3 timeouts. They can make a 20-yard pass, call a timeout, make a 15-yard pass, call a timeout, and take a shot. So what do they try? No zero blitz, thankfully. Tua takes a shot deep downfield, and it is intercepted! Yes! Justin Reed! And that should end this game. Now, we can't just kneel it here. The plays themselves will take us down to zeros. That's David Johnson taking us to 5 seconds left. I can't believe they took the shot right away. Deshaun Watson protecting the football. Please slide. He does not, but the game is over. What a win for Houston. What a way to get this series kicked off. What a game. That was so much fun. This offense was so explosive today. Now, Miami's was as well, and I wouldn't call their offense, great. So I'm a bit worried about what other teams can do against us. But at least we come out with the victory, and we did it in dramatic fashion. 334 yards for Watson. He threw 4 touchdowns in the game, and Tua threw for 263. Todd Gurley had a really big game, and I was very impressed by Jeremiah Bradham. And he was definitely a lot better than David Johnson in the running game. For receiving, the Dolphins focused on Mike Gesicki. We focused on Brandon Cooks. Will Fuller had 2 catches. They were both pretty impactful, but that's all he had today. We've got to work on some things defensively and with the game planning, but I'd say that's a successful week 1. And the only sacks we allowed were in that first quarter. I'm surprised by that. For a play count in this game, not bad. We got to 131. So, a little bit, I think, on the higher end, but still definitely something you see in today's game. I'll see what kind of play counts we get with our settings here, and I will either leave it where it is or drop it down maybe by 1. But that's what my rebuild franchises are all about. That is how we enjoy the games. They are a lot of fun, and we already have a couple breakout scenarios for next episode. Breakout quarterback. I just gotta click this now. Deshaun Watson. What is his development? Is he not an X Factor? I guess I just assumed he was, but maybe he's a superstar. Yeah, he's a superstar. Okay. With a big game against New England, he could become an X Factor. We'll have 2 breakout player chances for next episode. We will be back soon with more of the Houston Texans. I hope you enjoyed the game, everybody. That was really fun. This series is off to a very, very good start. And I hope you're enjoying the action so far. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave your feedback down below. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you again soon.